Welcome back to another episode. Well, in this episode, we fished Mud Island and we were blessed with absolute beautiful weather as the sun set on Moreton Bay. The upside was that we took a feeder fish home. The downside, audio played up while we're out on the water, so I'm going to do my best to fill in the gaps. On this trip, we launched from Cabbage Tree Creek at Shorncliffe and made the short 15-kilometre run across the bay. The weather made this really easy. It didn't take long until we got our first fish, which was the whiptail. This whiptail happened to swallow the bait, so we put it on ice and used it as a flesh bait later on. Keep on watching and you'll see what Dad catches on it. We had positioned ourselves on the eastern side of mud, starting out in about 5 metres of water and casting our baits up onto a ledge of about 2.5 metres. It was a good sign early on to see an undersized squire come onto the boat. Little did we know at the time that we were about to catch plenty of these undersized fish. Dad was once a club fisherman and old habits die hard as he brought a stinking tub of mullet gut along on this trip. It didn't take him too long to put it to good use on this bream. No stranger to the reefy, rubbly bottoms of Moreton Bay is the wobbegong shark. and Dad managed to hook this little fella and brought him on board for a closer inspection. That I'm running is really simple. It's a size 0 ball sinker running down onto a true turn bait holder hook. For bait, I was using salted slimy mackerel. Watch as I explain how I rig it. Pin it once, pin it twice, and pin it 3 times. It's as simple as that. I'm going to let the video roll here because you'll be surprised what happens next. That bait had been in the water for only 10 seconds when that fish bit. Bit once, bit twice, and then nearly ripped the rod over the side. This was our first legal squire for the night. I've always found that first and last light are the prime times to fish Mud Island, and it didn't take long after the sun had set to catch the second legal squire for the night. With plenty of reports of tailors showing up in Moreton Bay, it was no surprise that this fish come on board. If you remember the whiptail that we caught earlier, Dad actually caught this one on a chunk of whiptail. Dad proved that the first tailor on the whiptail wasn't a fluke and caught this fish shortly after the first one. What was really surprising was by this stage I was soaking a pilly on a 3-gang hook and no tailor was even interested. After an hour of darkness, the fish really shut down, so we called it a night, but before we hit the boat ramp, curiosity got the better of us and we wet a line inside Cabbage Tree Creek. I came up trumps with this nice bream to finish off the evening. If you've been enjoying my content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you out on the water soon.